I think it is time for us to build a moat! This is a really big moat fort. Make that moat for 2 hours! I can run laps inside our moat. And now we build a moat! Whoa! Ayo! Ayo! What's going on, everyone? It's Papa Jake, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today is a brand new day inside our giant mud fort. We found megalodon bones right here where I'm standing and decided to turn this place into a brand new epic fort that we are crowning the Mud Fort. And after the stranger was seen taking over our house,
what's he doing?
I don't know. He's raising his hand.
What's he doing with his arms?
He's waving at us.
Do not wave back. Do not wave back, Phil. Hey. Wait,
all the lights just went out. All the power just went out. Guys, get back. Maybe it's not too crazy if we just have to sleep here for the night. And it's starting to look like we might have to survive in this hole for the rest of our lives.
Excuse me? You want us to survive in this hole for the rest of our lives?
Okay, I know what you're thinking, Logan. Jake, this is just a hole. It's mud. What are you gonna do? Well, that's where we come in. We are professional builders. We've been building box forts since you were a baby.
We've been building box forts, not mud forts.
Hey, you know what they say? You can build a box fort, you can build a mud fort.
Literally, no one says that.
Leonardo DiCaprio says it all the time. It's like his #1 go-to line. We're gonna be surviving in this mud fort. We need to make some serious upgrades. And the first thing I thought of was making sure that no monster can attack us in the middle of the night. That is why I'm proposing the first upgrade to the mud fort. Gentlemen, are you listening? I think it is time for us to build a moat. Jake, what's a moat?
Moat rhymes with boat.
And they're both uniquely related because both of them involve water, and that's exactly what we're building. A giant trench around the fort to protect us from any enemies that don't fly, because if
Jake,
they fly,
that seems like a lot of work. We could just stay at a hotel, get out of this house for good.
Our house has all of my lab equipment and all the information that I've gathered on the agency, as well as the pond monster and every other monster we've dealt with. I want to continue excavating the backyard. I want to continue learning. A lot of people are saying that there might be an alien civilization underneath our feet, but we can't do that unless we're feeling all comfy and cozy.
Can't do it. This hole is massive.
I think you can.
What are we talking about?
Building the moat and turning this mud fort into the most epic base you have ever seen. And as always, guys, if you have ideas for the mud fort, be sure to leave them in the comments down below, because we're mostly winging it off of what you guys have suggested.
No more mud fort.
Speaking of no more mud fort, if you want more mud fort, smack that like button, hit that subscribe button, and most importantly, smash that bell button so you always know when a brand new mud fort video comes out.
Jake, mud forts might be your worst idea
Get me
yet.
the excavator! Demand the excavator!
No more mud fort, Jake.
I'm taking off my coat and clothing, and I'm getting in the excavator! Because I was born to dig. I'm half mole, half man. Wait, do you think there could be mole man?
If there is a mole man, I don't want to meet a mole man. The pond monster's enough. You want to build our new base right next to the pond.
You know what they say? Make friends of your friends and live with your enemies. And that's exactly what we're gonna do. Give me the excavator! This right here is our excavator. I'll be hopping back in this for another probably 3 hours because I'm very bad at using it. But this is how we're gonna build the moat. So we'll have water completely surrounding our entire fort. I always love using this excavator because it's like flying inside a spaceship. Like so. And now we are inside the command module. You pull this bad boy down, start it up. And now it's just like using a giant claw machine. We can move around, spin around, and the best part is, I'm completely safe in here from any monsters because this is like super solid glass. On this for a while. I also realized that my time lapse actually kind of failed because the GoPro got too hot, but that's okay. It's taken over, I want to say, like almost 2 hours, which is kind of crazy. It was a lot easier to dig a hole. It's kind of hard when you're trying to dig something like really precise. It's nowhere near done yet, but let's go ahead and get out of here and take a look at it. Okay, so as you guys can see, here is
our moat. And the cool thing about it is I was actually able to use a lot of the extra dirt to pile up around side our base to give it even more walls and to make it even deeper. So that way we have even more protection. This side here has a lot of roots, which we're gonna have to cut when we lay the tarp down and then obviously fill it with water. And then over here, I was kind of just getting used to using the excavator in like a really tight area, which I was not used to. And so it's actually really deep over here. As you guys can see, that's probably a little bit more how we wanted the moat to look. You definitely don't want to fall in on this side. This is actually going to be our entrance, so having it the deepest point here is probably better anyway. I still want to build this out. I think it could be a really cool like pond monster observation area, or even an area that we could potentially set a trap in the future. And there is definitely some unevenness to this hole. We're gonna have to probably get in there with shovels and shovel out a bunch of the extra dirt. Ugh. You can see here that the hole is looking pretty good, but we've had some caving in because of all of the work that I was doing. Also means that we're probably gonna have to do some more digging of the hole. But we can actually go down the steps here because I wanted to show you guys something. I was digging on this side. Let's see what we've got here. It's definitely not a bone. I can confirm that because it is metal and very rusty. It's still stuck in there. Okay, whoa boy, almost fell backwards. Okay, there we go. I am pretty sure that this is a railroad spike. That is crazy. That is a railroad spike about maybe 50 to 100 years deep in this pit. So definitely not alien technology. But what that does mean is maybe there was a city here. There are so many mysteries to uncover here, but obviously if we're gonna be doing research, and also some of you guys were telling us to stay a full 24 hours in this fort, if we're gonna do that, not only will we need to do upgrades, but before we can even do upgrades, we need to get this moat ready because it is the only thing that's gonna stop monsters from trying to attack us. Over here, I noticed, especially on this side near the area where I thought there was the train track, I started pulling up bricks. And as you guys can see here, these are like classic old school red bricks, which I'm thinking maybe even further proves that there was a village here. The fact that there was a village here and we found megalodon bones and there's still so many more things that I've seen on the radar means that, I mean, this could have at one point been a massive ocean, and then it could have been a place that aliens settled, and then it could have been a village. I mean, we just don't know. We're gonna have to try and piece it all together when we do more research. But as of right now, my main objective is to obviously finish the moat because that is gonna be one of the biggest projects that we can complete to make this place safe. And then there's going to be a lot of stuff that we're going to want to add and clean up. So I think it's time I get back in the excavator and get back to digging. And as always, guys, before I get back in here, if there's anything that you either see or think we should investigate even further or have any ideas as to what's going on, be sure to leave a comment in the comment section down below. If we continue to build onto this and if we continue to build this thing up, it could be a really viable survival base for if something goes wrong. We're still dealing with a stranger who turned off the power in our house, and I mean, nobody wants to go back inside there. So considering we have no power in our house and we have no idea when it's going to be back, it might be a good idea to have other ways to produce food. So maybe we could make a farm out here. I don't know, that's future planning, but for now, let's start digging. The moat is finally done, and as you guys can see, this thing is massive. It's a lot bigger than I initially thought that I would be making it, but it kind of just turned out this way. Also partly because I'm not the best with the excavator. But one thing that I did notice is as I was dropping all of the extra dirt, we have a ton of dirt now piled up here. We have quite a bit of dirt that's fallen in the hole, so this is going to be a lot of manual labor. Look at this. We've got a crazy view of the pond. We can look all around us. We can look out for any monsters heading our way, and there is a ton of dirt and room to make things look awesome here. So there's still a ton of cleaning up to do, but the moat is looking good. We still gotta get the tarps down, and then we can fill it with water, and this thing is gonna be crazy. Okay guys, so as promised, the moat is officially done. The guys are back out, and it is now time to move on to step 2 of building a moat. First step, dig a hole. Second step, fill it with Logan.
Fill it with Logan and you got yourself a moat.
So as you guys can see, the moat is looking great. We've even cleaned it up a little bit, got rid of all the branches.
I rigged that moat for 2 hours. Check it out. I can run laps inside our moat. It's actually so big, I can run laps around our fort. Check it out. This is cool. Okay, that is 1 lap around our fort.
Well, in order to fill this thing with water, we're gonna need to use tarps because if we just fill it with water, it's probably gonna cave in. So we're gonna get a bunch of tarps and make this thing look epic because not only are we trying to live in a mud fort, but we want this mud fort to be awesome.
I'm very tired after. I need to go to sleep in the mud fort.
Logan.
Buried alive.
Logan.
4 hours.
Logan.
No, why would you do that?
I'm gonna bury you. You go sleep now. Long sleep. Deep sleep. It's okay. You sleep down there.
Sleeping in a mud fort is oddly relaxing.
Don't they do mud baths for like relaxation? It's good for the soul, the body.
I'm at a 5-star spa. Could be like a mud jacuzzi. Jake, we should make mud spa.
Logan, throw a shovel into a lake because that's the best idea I've ever heard. I was really excited, but yes, a mud jacuzzi, a majuzzi. I want to make a majuzzi. Once we get some of these bigger features in place, like the moat, I want to try and go across the top. I already mentioned that we could possibly even make a garden. And with all the extra dirt piled up there, an epic lookout tower, which for some reason in my head, Logan, I feel like you would want to make.
I want to make the majuzzi, the mud spa. But actually, we will need a kitchen inside this fort. There's a lot of really cool things that I want to build in this fort. Like, we're gonna need a kitchen, a place to sleep. Leave your comments of ideas down below. But right now, we're focusing on the mud moat. We gotta build the mud moat. Are we making a mud water slide? A mud slide?
This could be a pool. This could be like a swimming pool.
That's not a bad idea. While it does defend us against monsters, it can also defend us against the scorching sun.
First tarp in our moat is coming along great. As soon as we're done adding the second tarp, we can start filling it up with water.
Yeah, I think so too. Good call.
The boys are currently setting up the second tarp, and I think it's about that time of day. Jake, what is that?
That is a cursed frog. That is a cursed frog, bro. That's bigger than a chicken nugget.
What kind of frog is that?
Oh, it's cursed.
Dude, it's definitely poisonous.
Yo, it's black.
100% poisonous frog.
It's a dirt frog.
Confirmed.
Never seen a frog look like that.
Why is it so scary?
The mud.
Is that your frog?
Oh!
Did he get cursed because we left him in near the pond?
Is that Freddy? That is a cursed frog. Where? Over here. Dude, he's jumping into our moat. Right now.
Oh!
Freddy! Oh! Did you see the airtime? If our moat fills up with frogs, I'm gonna be so mad.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the World Championship of Shoveling. We're back with another contestant, Papa Jake here, the Can. Can he perform the legendary 180?
You're tired?
Yeah, it's tiring digging in the mud.
You wanna give up now?
No, at my heart, I'm a digger.
Digging all day. Okay, we're ready to start filling up this moat. So first things first, time to turn on the hose.
And now it is officially time to fill the moat.
Oh, Jake.
And now we fill the moat. This might take a little bit.
Jake, it looks like chocolate milk. Wait. Dude, it's like a chocolate. Wait, it's like a chocolate river. It's working! So we've run into our first issue with the moat. We may have engineered it wrong.
Huh. I called this. I called it.
No, Jake, you did not call this.
Yep, I said.
wanted to do this.
Nope. Everyone said we don't need a tarp at the end of the moat. I said at the end of the moat, that's the most important part to have the tarp.
All the water is draining down this like a water slide and ending up right here, which there's no tarp. So the water's just draining down.
All we need to do is get a tarp and build the walls up a little bit and give it some more time, and this moat will start working. In the meantime, we are already running into the issue, even without the water, of getting across it. Because not only does the moat work by blocking monsters with water, it also blocks them because, well, there's a giant hole in the ground. So I'm gonna start working on a medieval drawbridge so that we can open it and close it at will and get across whenever we need to. Check it out, we've made our bridge now. We don't have any rope for the siding yet, but as you can see, you can walk across the moat, get on over to the other side, and even go down there if you want to go to our epic dock where we have a lookout point into the pond where the pond monster is. We're still waiting for the moat to fill up, and I'm also thinking about maybe making a bridge on the other side.
Right now we're using sticks to create more structural stability for this ramp onto our drawbridge. Once we have the sticks down as a foundation, we load it up with dirt and it creates a nice, smooth walkway.
I'm waiting for a snack all day.
That's a big mushroom.
Okay, so we got the moat all fixed up. We have a tarp for this back end. That was our biggest problem. Now the water can actually pool and build up.
Grab the ropes and pull it up like this, and it works just like a drawbridge. If you think that we should keep expanding this mud fort, if you want to see how far this moat fills up, and more importantly, you want to see us survive here for over 24 hours, then stay tuned for the next video, smack that like button, hit that subscribe button, and tune back in because the Mud Boys will be back with more videos. It's okay. You sleep down there.